everybody. I'm William Bibbiani. Everyone calls me Bibbs, coming at you from Crave Online.
I'm Jenna Busch from Legion of Leia.
And we are talking about the biggest highlights of Comic-Con this year. It was kind of a weird Comic-Con. A lot of the movie studios kind of sat this one out, but there were a lot of big announcements and a lot of big trailers. What was your favorite thing that you saw this year, Jenna?
Wonder Woman trailer, without a doubt. I ran around in the Underoos as a kid. She was my first superhero, so for me to see her on the big screen, that was so huge.
I think I was running around in Thundercats Underoos, so I'm still waiting to feel that kind of enthusiasm.
Yeah. I had Batgirl too.
Oh, there you go. What was it about the trailer that worked for you?
Well, first of all, it was funny, but second of all, it was the action in it. She was in some iconic poses when she was leaping over. Those are shots like directly from covers. It was absolutely incredible.
It looked cool. What did you think of the Justice League trailer?
I thought it was interesting.
Okay, so not 100% sold on it.
Well, here's the thing. I was a little bit underwhelmed, and I know it was sort of like the, hey, we're hunting down superheroes for the Justice League. And maybe something else would have been more interesting to see. Mm-hmm. But, I'm totally willing to love. So,
I want to like the Justice League movie.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sold yet. The costumes look weird. We don't really know anything about the plot. It's just eventually they'll team up.
Ezra Miller, though.
Ezra Miller seems
I love
fun.
him.
He seems fun. I've been waiting for him to break out for a while. But yeah, Wonder Woman looks great. The one that completely took me by surprise, and I absolutely loved it, was Kong Skull Island.
It was really cool.
It is not what I expected at all. We've had multiple King Kong movies before, remakes, a couple of sequels, and they've all kind of had this sense of wonder. Here's one that looks like Apocalypse Now with King Kong in it, and that is just a weird, kind of awesome aesthetic, and I love it.
And the scale is what got me. That's the thing that I actually loved about Pacific Rim. And, I didn't love the whole thing, but I loved the scale of it, and this has that feel,
Yeah. I also, we got a new trailer for Doctor Strange, and it just looks completely phantasmagorical. It really looks absolutely trippy as hell. It looks like Inception, the superhero movie, and that is a really cool look.
If you can manage to make sets look like Escher paintings, or drawings, I'm totally in. It looked amazing.
Yeah. What did you think of? We had a brief short trailer for the new Star Trek Discovery.
Yeah.
Not much to go on, but what did you think?
There wasn't much there. I like the name. It's Star Trek. It's not like I'm not going to love it.
Yeah.
I've watched every single Star Trek series, even Enterprise.
I think even Voyager, is the one to say. I think Enterprise has its fans. Voyager kind of
you know what? I did not love Enterprise, but I'm so excited for this. Honestly.
I'm looking forward to it. They got great talent involved. Nicholas Meyer, who directed 2 and 6, who co-wrote 4, and of course Brian Fuller, who's behind Hannah. That's one of my favorite shows.
Yeah,
that's absolutely awesome.
How can that fail?
Okay, so we had a really interesting sort of surprise that happened at Comic-Con, where a horror movie called The Woods that had been building up a lot of buzz for a couple of months was actually revealed just 2 months before it came out that it was actually a sequel to the Blair Witch Project. I was in the audience when they didn't tell us. So we thought we were going to go see The Woods, and then bam, first frame, it's obviously the Blair Witch, and you're like, what the hell? And
wow.
I got to tell you, it's quite good. I enjoyed the movie. It's actually a good Blair Witch movie. It's kind of familiar. If you've seen the original, you've seen something kind of like it, but that was a very cool surprise, an excellent bit of marketing, and the movie's neat.
I didn't see it, but I'm actually really impressed that they managed to keep it a secret this long.
I think that's the way. Like, we had 10 Cloverfield Lane came out earlier this year.
Yeah.
2 months beforehand, bam, surprise, this is coming. I think we might be seeing a lot more of this paradigm because it keeps everyone excited. You can really capitalize on the enthusiasm, but you don't have those like months and months and months of speculation where people either get tired of it or already make up their mind before it comes out, like we saw with Ghostbusters.
But I am actually curious what would have happened if they'd kept it quiet until the opening weekend.
I don't think you could, because you just can't, really tease too much of it. Having seen the film, it's so obviously Blair Witch Project, you couldn't keep it secret for much longer, I think.
All right.
Let's see what else. Oh, MST3K is coming to Netflix. I cannot wait.
Oh, that's so awesome. I am so excited for that.
And we have some cool interviews with the cast of that show at Crave Online, and I hope you check them out because they revealed some cool information, and it's a lot of fun. And that's my dream. That's my favorite geek thing.
Oh, it's so cool.
Let's see. Okay. Oh, and the weirdest, I think the weirdest news story is we found out who Peter Quill's father is in Guardians of the Galaxy. I thought this would be a spoiler, but fuck it, they just told everybody. Ego the Living Planet.
Because, okay.
It's a planet.
Sure.
Played by Kurt Russell.
But you know what? Considering, this is James Gunn, considering how much I loved the first movie.
Yeah.
You know what? If that's what he wants to do, I'm sure I'm going to love it.
It'll probably be great, but it just not.
It's a little surprising.
No fan theories were said Ego the Living Planet. So that
I did not read a single one.
Yeah.
But I mean, cool.
Totally cool. Totally cool. So any last thoughts on Comic-Con 2016 before we wrap this one up?
I got to see Stan Lee again, and he made me happy. That's that pretty much made my con.
That's pretty great. I
Yeah.
got to interview Joel Hodgson, the creator of MST3K, and he's kind of my Stan Lee. So that's amazing. Everybody, thank you very much. Let us know what your favorite part of Comic-Con 2016 was, and we'll see you next year.